The world of Snarf. The world of Snarf. Hey guys, welcome to another portfolio update. If you're new to the channel and these types of videos, I just basically run through my different portfolios I have on different investing platforms and kind of give a rundown of what's been going on in them lately, where they're sitting at in value, and what my plans are with them. So today I'm going to be going over my M1 Finance portfolio because a few days ago I did my Acorns portfolio, and like I mentioned in that video, I want to sort of separate these up. That way I don't run them sort of all together and have a really long video if you're only looking for one certain type of portfolio update. So let's go ahead and dig into my portfolio to see what's going on. So here we are on M1 Finance with my Dividend Digest portfolio. So as of today, so it is yeah, you can't see the clock down there because my bag's head in the way, but it is 4:50 p.m. So for today, the market is closed on this Thursday, so these figures are going to stay put for the remainder of this video. It's kind of set in stone at this point. So I have this set to the year view. So for this year, you can see right now I'm sitting at a $1,240.72 gain. $235.62 of that is from dividends, and then market gains, meaning just the appreciation on the stocks I've been investing in, is a little over $1,000. Weighted average return is 22.21%, which is not a very accurate way to look at that, and we will dig into some real figures after that. So let's just take a look at my holdings that I still have. Nothing has changed. I haven't added anything. I've just been building up some of these different holdings. So I still have Good, Gladstone Commercial, Capital Southwest, Norfolk Southern, Coca-Cola, Procter & Gamble, Gladstone Investment, which these are similar but not the same, AT&T, Realty Income Corp, PepsiCo, Apple Hospitality, and then the Monthly Mania Pie, as provided by the Dividend Grinder. Alright, so recently I added PepsiCo, I want to say about a month or two ago. So I've been pumping in some money every week, about $25 of my recurring investment, as well as the dividends that have been falling in since then. And I've really just been trying to grow this holding. And I can say now that it is at a position where all other things equal, it is not the only position that is being bought. So now when a deposit falls in, it'll sort of spread it out to other holdings. So I was just purchasing Pepsi strictly so I could build that holding, but now we'll start getting back into funding some of these holdings. Let's see, can I sort this to show where it should be? Yeah, that's okay. But basically, so if you look at this, Pepsi, 8% out of my target of 9. Whereas Apple Hospitality is at 7.9 out of 9. So this one's going to get funded over this one because it's underweight right now, so to speak, in my portfolio. And these that are overweight, you can see like this is 17.8 out of 15. They will definitely not get funded over some of these. So right now, I believe Capital Southwest, Apple Hospitality, and Pepsi are sort of fighting there to get invested in first. So I want to say it's split between those three, and we can actually take a look in a little bit as to what that looks like. But they've been treating me well. You can see overall these are all green, all positive, which means I am all smiles. There were some bad days in the past month, it looked kind of gross. I want to say Coca-Cola and AT&T were sort of in the red, but they've bounced back nicely. But again, these are dividend stocks, so I'm not really worried about the value of the stock itself. I'm just more worried about the cash flow that they can continue to provide me, and if I'm buying it at a reasonable price. So let's just rewind and take a look back. So right now we're looking at the total year overview. Let's go to the quarter and see how we perform. So for the quarter, did pretty well, up $521, 147 of that being dividends. But sort of, if we kind of break it down to a smaller time frame, and like I said, last month was gross, you can see that, yeah, the gains were not so nice. So we actually lost about $178 in value, but dividends helped. We lost value there. Even a week, the loss was kind of significant. Today, though, we made some good gains here today. Not bad at all. We can break this down. Gladstone didn't do too well. And AT&T, that's tiddlywinks. Same for Apple, so I'm not too worried there. But let's go into activity and just see what's been going on, what's been getting funded. So deposit, some dividends falling in. So how far back do we want to go? Let's just look through May. So May 1st, some dividends fell in. So here's some juicy dividends falling in for a total of $19.33. That will trigger a trade, and it bought Pepsi. Like I said, back then I was still buying Pepsi. May 2nd, some dividends fell in again. So you can see I'm getting some significant dividends falling in each month. Twice, sometimes 3 times a month. So that was AT&T. Paid a nice $16.42. Again, bought into Pepsi. May 6th, that's when one of my $25 fell in, one of my recurring investments. Bought Pepsi, go figure. Like I said, this was when I was trying to build my position on Pepsi. The 13th, there was a cash deposit, my recurring of $25, and looks like 30 cents worth of dividends from the monthly Mania Pie. You can see all these are paying out onesies, twosies. But bought Pepsi, go figure. May 16th, a dividend fell in for $16.91. Looks like the big players there were Apple, Reality Income Corp, and P&G. Bought some Pepsi. And I want to say here is where we started getting evened out on Pepsi, and we started investing in other securities. So this deposit, yeah, here we go. So now that we've bounced back out to where I personally want my portfolio to be. Again, I'm not saying it's where anyone's portfolio should be. It's just how I have mine allocated. It topped Pepsi off, so now Pepsi's in equal competition with Capital Southwest and Apple Hospitality, and they are buying those shares now. So the $24.99 or $25 went into buying those 3 securities. And then 2 days ago, there was a $25 deposit. And again, Apple Hospitality, Capital Southwest, and PepsiCo. So I will admit, some of these are a little bit over the price I'd prefer to be buying them. But again, this is a passive investing platform. I am not going out and buying on Robinhood when I see a price that I need it at. This is just sort of helping me invest passively. Now, if I noticed one of these stocks I felt was overpriced by like $30 compared to, its actual intrinsic value, I would definitely pump the brakes and tell it not to buy into that. But, it's like $1 or $2 over or under, so it really evens out. And again, these are dividend-paying stocks, so I'm not too worried with that small of an amount. So that's what we're looking at now. I believe when the first rolls are around for June, Gladstone will fall in with about another $19 dividend and the $25 on Monday. So that'll be a nice little buy there. That'll be about $40 or so into the portfolio. So there you have it, guys. I don't really want to break it down much more than that. As far as how actively I'm watching this and planning around this portfolio, not too heavily. I don't have any spreadsheets set up with payment dates, when the cash flows come in, what I need to buy by which certain date to get a dividend here as opposed to there, what it will lead me to in the future, blah, 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 blah. Right now, I'm just really trying to grow my wealth, let it reinvest, and I can plan from there in the future. That's sort of the point when you're this young and you have so much time to grow. Just get your bases really with these types of portfolio, which is what I'm doing. Let it start building that passive cash, and then you can sort of decide what you need and what you want to do with it later. But again, these are my holdings, some stronger dividend players than others, and they are so far treating me very well. So I'm very happy with this portfolio. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that update, let you see where we're heading with this. But until then, I will catch you in the next one. As always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and we will catch you around. Thanks.